It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here at Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the option, here's Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, you would think to absorb that contact.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. McPherson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Across the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice to the encore. You know.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 1st down, McPherson going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
McPherson.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, it's Herbert. Very quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. Few words from his head coach on that decision. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
6-yard line.
This is Mostert. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a pulse for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st and 10, McPherson, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And a 49er first down.
throwing on first down. McPherson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pick.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Chargers nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert, open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Herbert back to the air, rolling to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Herbert throwing again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Herbert. Well, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain of 27 on
A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mostert fights through, and now a crease. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. On first down, McPherson gets this one to use check. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw on second down. McPherson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Niners 28, Chargers 0. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Mostert. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off-play action. McPherson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 35, Chargers nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Pretty mildly because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. His third interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And these guys are going to hand the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McPherson. Oh, he'll look downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete.
George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Here we go.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Herbert on first down now. Allen has it, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Play action. McPherson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, McPherson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Looking to throw. McPherson. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 49, Chargers nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49 D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Mitch Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He holds it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st down, San Francisco.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards that time for number 19. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 63, Chargers nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.